I've seen countless comments of people complimenting me for being able to sit through even 20 seconds of Amber Heard or Amy Schumer. And I agree, it takes so much strength to even begin to deal with how awful in their own capacity those people are. But I don't think anyone is prepared for this video. And if you've seen the title and the length of this video, which I'm dreading, this is of course me watching Amber Heard until she's a nice person. Now, I think this is one of the, if not the longest videos that I've posted on my channel. Rightfully so. I mean, it's Amber Heard we're talking about. Of course, it's going to be as long as possible. And I feel like this video would have been longer if she wasn't so irrelevant to begin with and she actually had more moments on camera. This is basically the complete collection of everything Amber Heard related in both public and private life. So if you ever need a reference video for what type of person Amber Heard is, this is a video to go to. But I'm going to stop rambling and we will begin this very lengthy journey together.
So, let's talk about how much you helped me, mister. I got it all figured out because I didn't do stupid movies ever. I didn't ever make a mistake. I did perfect all the time. Oh no! At least you didn't do a movie where you were like,
get out, man.
Yeah,
You're belligerent.
yeah, you got it all figured
You're
out.
belligerent,
You
man.
didn't do Magic Mike. You got it all figured out, man. You just did TV shows and fucking whatever movies. You did it all right, sensei. Master of cinema. God, if ever I could be so perfect.
No, I did what you did, but I
did all that shit, thanks for helping me with my thing that you got me in trouble with. Thanks. Let me take the rap for that, and then not help me.
Got you in trouble
yeah,
with?
thanks, big man, big man.
What was
big
it?
Fucking man.
What did I get you in trouble with?
Big man.
You don't even know.
Our dogs that you brought into the country with me for your movie on your fucking plane, and then you let your fucking wife take all the shit for it. Thanks. Oh, just like the home record shit. You never.
Get out of my fucking life.
You're a coward. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Don't.
And you go suck my like everyone else sucks yours. Go suck my cowardless, ballless piece of shit.
I want nothing.
No, I don't want anything to fucking do with you. You don't want fucking something to do with you. You think I want that old ass piece of shit?
Ah.
Fuck you. You're a fucking joke, man. And you're an embarrassment that I even came here and wasted my time trying to get you back.
You were obviously a big fan of the book originally, and when I first read it, it didn't immediately grab me as something that was filmic, and obviously it very much is. Did you, and I gather you actually wrote a letter to the producer, is that right?
I did. I wrote to Bruce.
What did you say in a letter to?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But, you know, I did, it's always it's slightly nerve-wracking when you do an adaptation because there's this idea that, you know, it's never as good as the book, and that's sometimes true because it is difficult to compete with one's own imagination. It's difficult.
Oh, thank you. Got into an altercation.
Proof, say Johnny Depp's lawyers, that Amber Heard attacked her sister.
I can't believe Amber beat your ass.
Unaired reality TV footage sees Whitney Henrique repeatedly avoid questions about a fight.
Okay, did you really start the fight with your sister, or did she start it? For real, for real, for real. We're not going to talk about that. She really did whoop your butt.
Mr. Depp's legal team say it shows her with marks to her chest and arm. They accused Ms. Henriquez of lying in her evidence the day before when she said Amber Heard had never been violent towards her. The video was released anonymously late Thursday evening to Johnny Depp's lawyers. He's suing the publishers of The Sun newspaper over an article describing him as a wife-beater. The footage is crucial, Mr. Depp's legal team say, because they're arguing that Amber Heard was the violent one during the couple's relationship. Ms. Heard's sister says that their fight was just verbal, that the show's producers were trying to create a storyline and that Mr. Depp's lawyers were looking for injuries that weren't there. Whitney Henriquez denied giving false evidence and said, "I'm here because she was a victim of domestic violence for no other reason. I'm here to tell the truth and to do the right thing." In court, friends of Amber Heard also backed up her claims. She told one of them Mr. Depp would rather destroy her than let her leave. All evidence has now finished, with speeches from both sides next week. Then it will be up to a judge to decide, with Hollywood reputations potentially on the line. Adele Robinson, Sky News at the High Court.
I have to ask, what was Johnny like to work with?
He's such a pleasure. He's such a pleasure to work with. He's even better than I could have imagined him to be, which is saying something.
Is he funny?
He is. I noticed when I got to set that everybody smiles when he walks on set, and I know it's a good sign. He looks everybody in the eye, he takes time with everybody, and I think that's special. He's a special human being. I was elated when I got the call. Johnny called me himself on my cell phone. Got a kid. And I think it was relief and joy. What more could it be?
6:18 p.m. Why did that sound so forced?
Just a clarification, we're not going to invoke the Fifth Amendment privilege, so you can re-ask that question if you like.
Which question?
Did you commit domestic violence against Johnny Depp?
Any time prior to May 22nd, 2016, did you ever commit an act of domestic violence against Johnny Depp?
Calls for a legal conclusion and irrelevant, but go ahead.
Do you understand what I'm asking you?
No.
No?
Yes, I understand what you're asking.
Okay. And prior to May 21, 2016, or May 22, 2016, is it your testimony that you never committed any act of what would be considered domestic violence against Mr. Depp?
Calls for a legal conclusion and irrelevant to these proceedings.
I did my best to defend myself and not get seriously hurt or be a doormat to whom this happens to all the time.
Isn't it true, Ms. Hurd, that you previously confessed and apologized to Johnny Depp for committing domestic violence against him?
I'm going to object. Calls for a legal conclusion, argumentative, harassing.
Isn't it true that you had previously told Johnny Depp that you had hit him?
I'm going to object. It's a different question. It's vague and ambiguous, vague as to time.
Many times when we fought, well, not many times, he hit me for a very long time before I ever
I'm going to
picked up my
object as
arms.
non-responsive and move to strike. Ms. Hurd, I'd like you to listen to what I'm about to play. Would you do that?
I then stood up. I don't even know if I said, I might have said, like, what the, whatever, because I just been hit in the head with the corner of the door. I'm so sorry, I did not, I'm sorry. And then I stood up.
Do you recognize the voices on that tape?
Mm-hmm.
And who are the people on that tape?
It's Johnny and I.
Okay. And is Johnny describing an act where you made a door go into his head?
Objection, harassing, argumentative, vague.
I was trying to escape from a room where Johnny was attacking me. And in order to escape, I was trying to get onto the other side of the door, attempting to close the door, and he was attempting to get in despite my attempts to try and escape an assault.
Isn't it true that on this tape that was just played, you tell Johnny Depp you're sorry?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you clocked me.
I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing.
Did you just tell Johnny Depp in that recording that I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing?
Yes, as he was trying to get into the door, into the room, I was trying to escape in. He pushed the door into me, and I was trying to hit him by getting him out of the door to stay in the room.
And you told him in that tape recording that you hit him, correct?
I don't know what words I used in that. You can play it back if you want, but I don't remember exactly how long.
If you wouldn't mind, if you'll continue to listen.
Okay.
I'm really sorry about hitting you with the door or hitting your head.
Did you tell Johnny Depp at that time you were speaking to him that you were really sorry for hitting him with the door, hitting him?
I think in that recording I made it very clear that I was sorry that the door hit him while he was trying to get into the room I was escaping or attempting to escape into.
I will mark, excuse me. I'd like you to listen to the following tape. This is punched, and we need to have.
Are they being marked as exhibits?
Yeah, mark as exhibit.
We just marked P as the one we just played,
okay.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Marking the next thing that I'm going to play to you as Q. Would you listen to this, please? This is punching. Let's skip one.
How is she still eating?
Where's the disc?
You just kept going. Tried to close the door 3 times. You know, please, just don't let me know. And then wait, and then I accidentally, I swear, when I was trying to close the door, I guess it stretched your toes. I didn't mean to do that. I bent down. And you either pushed or you kicked the door open. I mean, say, put the door, more open. So that we could.
No, I didn't mean to. I did not mean to. But I did not mean to do that.
I was bent down behind the door.
I did not do anything to her. I did not kick at the door or push the door so that it would hit you. I did not. I swear. But I mean, that did not. That was not my intention. I think I remember when the door scraped my toes.
Okay. So you told him in that excerpt that you hit him with the door but did not intend to hit him, correct?
The recording speaks for itself.
Did you say that?
I said whatever I said in that recording. I
Okay.
don't. When you play it for me, it's hard for me to remember every single.
And that's a recording marked as exhibit the punching.
Q that we
Q.
just played.
Q. Would you continue to listen to exhibit Q?
Are these from the same day?
I reacted, but this whole the door thing, I remember, I never did that. That wasn't on purpose. I might have done it on accident.
Okay.
But
Let's say that was an accident. I then stood up. I don't even know if I said, I might have said, like, what the you know, whatever. Because I just been hit in the head with the corner of the door.
I'm so sorry. I did not. I'm sorry.
And then I stood up. And then you clapped.
I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing.
That's exactly what I just told us.
And I'm really sorry about hitting you with the door or hitting your head. I did not mean to, nor.
You didn't mean to hit me in the head with the door, but you meant to punch me in the jaw.
I meant to hit you, and I did not do this thing with the door. I do remember, I did mean to hit you.
So that you didn't mean.
The door? No, God, no, I
But punching me in the jaw.
Oh
okay, I'm
my
sorry.
god, if I'm getting
So
frustrated
on the
with her
tape, you tell
thinking,
Johnny Depp that you
I could
did
only
mean to
imagine
hit
this
him.
being like my career
Objection,
as
that's
a
argument,
lawyer
yeah,
and just
this
having
states what
like a
the court
person
And it
eat
also
in front of me
misrepresents-
doing something as serious as like a
That
deposition.
would actually happen, which is him trying
Like,
to get
it's
into
not
a
that
room,
hard
I'm
not
trying
to
to keep
eat
him
for
out
like,
of. And then
okay,
he
there's so much sound
runs
going
door
on.
over my toes, trying to get into the room. I tried to push him out of it, which is what the hit is referred to. And Johnny, whenever he was injured or touched, it always referred to it in these ways of punching or clocked or whatever. And whether you discussed it with him or not, the last thing you do in talking to him afterwards or trying to reconcile with him is to get into what the definition of those words mean to him.
Just say what
So
happened.
I never even addressed it. He would, if he was ever pushed, it was a cold. He called it a cold clock. I mean, it was just very dramatic.
Isn't it true, Ms. Heard, that in September of 2015, you punched Johnny Depp in the face with a closed fist?
Sorry, I'm not laughing at what's being said, but at the fact that she is still eating. Like, I don't know why I'm getting so angry.
I hit Johnny one time when he. Sorry, I'll wait.
No, you answer the question. Please stop whispering because it's distracting over here.
It's your team.
No, I was referring to
these
this
two.
actually.
I can't hear them. I hear them. So please answer the question.
Yes or no, did you ever punch Johnny Depp with a closed fist in the history of your relationship with Johnny?
Answer it however you feel you wish to.
Why would she even consider smiling?
One time,
when
Johnny was hitting me,
asked such
and
a
he was
serious
hitting me
question.
hard and repeatedly, and I was screaming. Security walks in, and they don't do anything about it. And he makes this motion when Jerry Judge yells "boss" or Sean, I can't remember who it was, and all we had was a little bit of separation, and my sister runs down the stairs. We're on a landing in between two flights of stairs.
Ms. Heard, I must interrupt you
can't.
because I've
can't.
asked you a yes
Then
or no question.
withdraw your question then because
Ms.
she's
Heard,
answering.
prior to today's date, have you ever hit Johnny Depp?
Answer it however you wish. You've already asked, and she's already answered, and you interrupted her.
Ms. Heard, have you ever hit Johnny Depp prior to today?
Objection, Vegas at times.
Hey, everyone on this side of the room, please.
Objection 352. It's not relevant to the domestic violence proceeding.
Overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Answer it however you want to, including the way you were just. If
I'm
you
asking
wish.
for a yes or no answer.
You don't have to answer it the way she wants you to answer it.
He was about to push my sister down the stairs. She was attempting to break us up. I am protective over my baby sister. When he laid hands on her, I don't know what
we just saw that she's not protective of her baby sister.
I
She's
jumped
the one
in
that
between
actually
the actions that I saw could lead to a fatal injury to my sister. She was standing on the top of a flight of the stairs, and she has never hurt anyone in her life, and she does not deserve to be pushed down the flight of stairs. And it looked like she was about to be. And I would have done what anybody who has a child or a sister would have done. I acted defensively in her life. I saw her standing on top of a flight of stairs and trying to interrupt a fight in between him and I. I don't know what part of my body I put in between me and him
the sudden
and
switch
her.
of attitude is like so
But I would
obviously
have done anything.
Which also,
I would have done anything
tells you a lot
to
about
prevent her
acting
from being
ability,
pushed
but-
down a flight of stairs.
It's happening to me.
Okay,
No.
that was quite quick, but
I'm
she's being
strong,
racist in past
smart.
tweets.
I'm not a victim to my detriment. I guess there was a lot of shame attached to that label of victim.
I grabbed a bottle of vodka that was there and a shot glass and sat at the bar. She was nowhere around. And I poured myself 2 or 3 stiff shots of the vodka. First taste of alcohol I'd had in a long time. And then she came down to the bar and found me there. And of course started screaming, "Oh, you're drinking again, the monster," and all that. So she reached, she walked up to me and reached and grabbed the bottle of vodka. And then just kind of stood back and then hurled it at me. And it just went right past my head and smashed behind me. So I stood up and I walked behind the bar, and there was a larger bottle of vodka, the kind with the handle, you know, on it. I grabbed that and I went and I sat in my seat again. I opened the bottle and I poured myself a shot, drank it. Miss Heard was flinging insults left, right, and center, and she then grabbed that bottle and threw that at me. And the way that the bar was situated and where Miss Heard was, so if I could show you, so if this is the bar where the glass was, and the bottles, if this was the bar and I'm sitting here like this, she would grab the bottle and she would go there, she went there. And so I was leaning like this in the chair, looking at her. First bottle went, then got the other bottle, shot, takes the second bottle, which was the larger one. I'm in this position again, and my hand is on the edge of the bar, like that, you know, leaning over, the fingers like that, and she threw the large bottle, and it made contact and shattered everywhere. And I honestly didn't feel the pain at first at all. I felt no pain whatsoever. What I felt was, I felt heat. I felt heat, and I felt as if something were dripping down my hand, you know. And then I looked down and realized that the tip of my finger had been severed, and I was looking directly at my bones sticking out, and the meaty portion of the inside of your finger, and blood was just pouring out. And at that point, I think that I went into some sort of, I don't know what a nervous breakdown feels like, but that's probably the closest that I've ever been. Nothing made sense. And I knew in my mind and in my heart, this is not life. This is not life. No one should have to go through this.
I never saw that. That made me really sad. Like,
hey, Amber. Amber, do you mind signing?
Sure thing.
Okay, thank you. Great. Thank you so much.
Hi, how are you?
Great. Just was watching Rum Diary last night.
Yeah, we did. We watched it last night. You like it? Yeah, it's funny. Thanks.
For many women, men are fighting back who have been accused of this. And your ex-husband recently said in a GQ interview in a magazine, this is not true, that this didn't happen. So the fight continues, goes on.
You know, I can't speak about that. And I have no interest in it. All I want to do is support women and change the narrative and change the conversation surrounding how we as a culture deal with women who do dare to come up against powerful men and the people that aim to benefit from that power and maintain the status quo. I am not speaking about myself. I'm not speaking about my relationship. I'm not
At 4:30 in the morning, it was actually her birthday. It was 4:30 in the morning, April 22nd. And that's when I left. And from that moment on, I did not see Ms. Heard until May 21st.
And why was that?
I had received some news that was as absurd and grotesque and cruel. And then I was shown a picture of what the problem was. I had gone to Mr. Bett and said, she's at Coachella. I think it's a good time to go downtown so that I can get some of my things, you know, and get them out of there, especially the things that were precious to me, you know, children things from friends, Brando, Hunter, Thompson, whatever, things that were important to me. And he said, I don't think now's a good time to go. And I thought, it's the perfect time. She's not going to be home for 2 days. And then he showed me a photograph on his telephone of...
Objection, Your Honor. Also,
It's a photograph, Your Honor.
as being relayed to him by Mr. Beck.
He says he looked at it on his phone.
I'll overrule the objection as the photograph.
What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
It was a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. So I understood why it wasn't a good time to go down there. My initial response to that was, I mean, I laughed. It was so outside. It was so bizarre and so grotesque that I could only laugh. So I did not go down there.
That's shocking to think. Like, I think we've all talked about this, right? Like, I've seen comments about, like, Amber Turd, which I found very, clever. Very clever, but, how do you even go about, like, doing that? I don't even want to know. I don't. But that's unhinged. Like, something's wrong. And of course, she's also a cheater with Elon Musk, which I find so just completely random, especially with what's, like, going on with Twitter and everything. But being a cheater, you know, like everything else, you're like an abuser, liar, everything. And of course, you just have to polish that off with being a cheater. Like, you can't even be loyal to Johnny Depp, of all people. Like, I feel like if you could get with someone like Johnny Depp, wouldn't you want to be loyal? I mean, anyway, I don't know.
One-sided conversation. But she basically demeaned my career choice, called me a fucking yes man. So her and her sister both came back in. We were on the middle level, so her office level of Penthouse 5 at that point. She was agitated. Mr. Depp was agitated. I felt it was time to get Mr. Depp out of the situation, so I stepped in between Miss Heard and Mr. Depp, telling Mr. Depp that we were leaving and that it wasn't up to him anymore. At that point, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a fist and an arm come across my right shoulder, and I heard and saw a closed fist contact Mr. Depp in the left side of his face.
And whose fist was that?
That was Miss Heard's fist, Amber Heard's fist.
That was today.
No, I didn't.
You weren't there? Because there was like 8 of you.
What happened to the whole "I'm not punching you, I'm hitting you" thing? That sounds like a punch. Also this, oh my god, don't even.
Okay, we good? Okay. Congratulations, you did a really good job in this. And I was just wondering, I mean, this is a pretty heavy-duty script when you know, when you look at it. What was it that kind of resonated with you when you read it, that you wanted to do it?
You know, it's so important. Hold on one second.
No problem.
Courtney, I can't do this if people are coming in and out of the door. It's really distracting. Extremely. Thank you.
You want to start? We'll start again?
Yes, that would be great. I'm sorry, I keep like,
no, that's okay.
not looking at you or looking around.
Like, everything about this is like awful. Her attitude is disgusting, and on top of that, the fact that she's like overreacting to, right, like especially like right now as well.
Okay. They've had the tagline.
Like looking someone up and down, like, okay, like come on, like respect, and she's never heard of it.
Fucking something you missed. You never know. Hope to God, Jack's stepfather teaches him more about being a man than your fucking left nut.
Hey, that's good. You gave me some shit about my kids, just like in London that you desired. Never again. Stay away. You don't exist. You will not be getting my words.
Hi, I'm Amber Heard. I'm an actor and an activist, and this is my Thrive Diet. People think I'm insert every adjective imaginable, mostly negative. Insert, pick anything. But I am actually, yes, all of those things. I am a jumble of many, 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 many things. A collection of good and bad.
Yeah, mostly bad, probably. Definitely, 100% mostly bad. If not all bad. We'll see, but definitely all bad. Also, stealing a kid for a live stream on Instagram is great.
Amber, what year is your car? What year is your car?
And just handing up another kid. Like,
You couldn't hit me last night, you f***ing...
You can't run away every fight. You can't. It's easy. It's not brave. It's not strong.
I don't want to, because I don't want to fight.
You run away every single fight. Want to make it easy on you, so you splatty.
No.
I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, even a lot of fights have been around a long time. I know.
No, when you fucking have a closed fist.
You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you.
You can't
I don't know
deck
what
me.
the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting Why is he filming?
Detective. Oh, he just detective. I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry. We met Jean-Claude Van. Get together. Yeah, just one for the newsletter. The sooner we get this done. Get my car back. What the hell's going on over there? One more. Just one. Here. Are we in?
Smile. Did you tell him yet? Did you want to tell him?
I don't think we're...
Again, just like respect, you know? Like, even if it's a police, which, you know, questionable, like, it's just common decency.
I mean, for me, it's always a pleasure. The only problem I ever have here is that my girl and I are talking about taking a trip to the country, really the outskirts of the country, the very native cultural.
Okay, firstly, the people in the background wearing mustaches, it's so funny. But like, I feel so bad for this situation. It's so uncomfortable. Like, you can tell how just, I don't know, on edge he is. And the fact that he's like looking down and just like uncomfortable, and like she's just like the authoritative figure. I don't know. Let's not read into it or anything, but I think that sums up kind of the dynamic that they had.
We laughed a lot. We was right on the verge of irresponsible, probably more irresponsible than that. Most memorable place to be shot, I think, most interesting only because it was the welcome for Mordecai and Jock to Los Angeles is the Standard Hotel, which is very, very close to where we live. So it's about a 30-second drive to work. Thank you so much, Megan.
So it's fair to say that she has not donated $3.5 million as of today to the ACLU, true?
Sure.
When you say that Mr. Depp, our client, donated $100,000 to be credited toward Amber Heard, did the ACLU in fact credit that $100,000 toward the $3.5 million Ms. Heard promised to donate to the ACLU?
We do credit it.
Did Ms. Heard direct you to credit it to her account, as it were?
We asked Ms. Heard if we should credit it, and she said that we should.
Personally, Johnny is one of the most soulful and kind-hearted and gentle humans that I know. So to see him then transform into a man who was at times diabolical and ultimately sociopathic was a transformation that I had really never seen from an actor. And the truth is, I think Johnny is an actor who takes risks that most movie stars would never take. And I think it always fuels him, which is what makes him such a great artist. And as a man who might consider a national treasure, it was a real honor to direct him in this film.
All the weight on the door trying to get in. And I was pushing back because I didn't want to let her in because I didn't obviously want confrontation. She was fine. That's the move. Here. So when I was pushing the bathroom door trying to close it,
Hey, Amber. How's your foot? What happened? Oh, no.
I better not be copyrighted.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
Not here. This goes against.
Amber.
Oh wow! Wow, that's
Amber. 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 Amber.
Is she actually being inclusive? I'm shocked what I'm seeing. Oh my god, wow. Is this her final nice moment that she's ever had? Possibly. Well, we might be witnessing one of the most rarest clips on the internet. Oh, that's actually nice. Wow. Does that outweigh everything else that she's done ever? Not really, but maybe she was having a good day, which seems, again, rare. Wow. All it took was the best part of an hour and basically every single moment that's been posted on the internet of her to find something that any person with decency would do. I mean, not everyone knows sign language, but giving someone at least the time of day. I think that kind of shows what type of character she is, though, if it takes an hour to find something like this. I somehow survived 40 minutes of Amber Heard. I feel like I'm about to start shaking. I definitely need a detox after this, except I'm pretty sure she's going to be on the stand in the coming days. So we'll see. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fun content that I can come up with in that time, but I'll see you then.